Hello everyone, Atram here, and welcome to round 1 of my Cons of Tarkir pre-release. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's not the worst. I mean, I get to play a Disowned Ancestor, and I can hold down the ground forever, pretty much. You just outlast and outlast and outlast them. Okay, I guess I'm going first, which is, I guess that means they put me on the play. Yeah, chose to play last. Interesting. Okay, their choice, not mine. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. I like going first generally in draft, but we'll have to see what happens here. 4, there we go. Ooh, Chief of the Edge. Now that is actually pretty good, because it means I can just attack this turn with this guy instead of outlasting him. That was a pretty solid draw, that Chief of the Edge there. So, and our opponent has played a Seeker of the Way. Lovely. Alright. I think I'm just going to play a Nomad Outpost, Outlast, and pass, because... Well, actually, I'm going to swing with this Chief of the Edge. If my opponent wants to trade, I'm fine trading here, actually. He doesn't, which means he probably has a non-creature spell he's going to play to get in for 3 with lifelink. Just fine. I mean, whatever. Yep. Or not. Oh, Mardu Horde Chief. Okay. Well, it could be much worse. Scoured Barrens. I think I'm just gonna sit on the defense for a bit. I could have outlasted there, but then I can't discourage my opponent from attacking at all, which, I mean, maybe it was correct to outlast there, use up my mana a little bit better. Hard to say, really. A long shot squad. Lovely. Ooh, my High Sentinels. Now that is a solid card. Mind you, I gotta be careful about the long shot squad, but the High Sentinels is a very solid card. The question is, do I want to play the High Sentinels this turn, or would I rather play Take Up Arms this turn? Take Up Arms puts 6 power on the field for me because of my Chief of the Edge. High Sentinels puts 4 power on the field, but then I can untap and start using it. I think I'm going to use Take Up Arms, actually, so I'm going to pass. Because the Take Up Arms might be able to, like, catch my opponent off guard and take out a few of his guys, so... Okay, that's fine. And if not, it's still a solid enough play just to put 3 guys out on the field. Okay. Guess we'll go with the High Sentinels this turn. And I'll also outlast this guy. Oh, no, don't swing. Wrong. Outlast. That way I can have a 3/6 on the ground here. Alright, so now I've got to start planning on how to actually defeat my opponent, which I haven't quite figured out yet. Minor issue, right? I mean, the High Sentinels can do some stuff, but... Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. I wish I had an Abzan Charm. That would be nice. But then again, I guess I can use it right now, so it wouldn't really matter now, would it? Whatever. Okay, there's a morph. It's a morph. I have no clue what it is, because it's a morph. Ah, okay, well, I can at least just dump my hand on the field, pretty much, now. Boom, hand dump. Now I just gotta find some way to break the parity in the field, and I will be in good shape. Like a throttle for the long shot squad or something like that. Oh, there's another long shot squad. Kind of makes my Alabaster Curin feel a little underwhelming. Feat of Resistance. Could I use that to my advantage? Right now, maybe. It'll be an interesting question of how my opponent chooses to block if I do it. I'm going to hold on to it for now. I'm going to wait till I get something else to help break the parity even further. My goal here would be to find, like, Raider Spoils would be something that would make me willing to attack, because then my guys are all just huge on the offensive. Rush Battle would be great because I have 5 warriors, so that'd be nuts. Chief of the Scale. The opposite version of the chief I got. Timely Hordemate. Well, positive note, because of how he did his stuff, this guy can get in for 2. So, that's pretty cool. Not that it matters too much, but I'm not going to be on the attack just yet. There's no real benefit to me being on the attack. Okay, now that guy can actually block reach. Alright. I'm trying to think of things I have that can help get through this mess. Oh, well now that's a lovely little card there, isn't it? I think we're going to just do that. Rush of Battle. 4 2s with lifelink. Holy hell, those are powerful. Wham. And I have a Feat of Resistance if he blocks there. I can just Feat of Resistance, boom, blow him out on the ground with that. So, yeah, this should be pretty good for me. And then I can... I can't play Timely Hordemate this turn to bring back something, but I have the Feat of Resistance, as I was saying, though, to pretty much deal with one of his guys, no matter what. Okay, so he's using a Feat of Resistance on that guy. Which means it's now a 4/5, so he might use it to like try to block there because it now has reach. Hard to say. We'll see how he opts to do his maneuvers here. Okay, so how are you blocking? You're blocking there, you're blocking there. Blocking there, which that's just dead. Blocking there, so that's just dead. You're adding an extra block there, which is fine. Nope, okay, never mind. Okay, okay. So this trade, no trade, or kill my guy. I can make, okay, so that's how he's doing it. So I'm going to then Feat of Resistance this, giving it for a white, to prevent him from getting any life gain off of that. So now we have a 41-4 life totals, which is fairly reasonable. Alright, so there's a debilitating injury on my chieftain there, which is fine though, because my Timely Hordemate will just get it back when I get a chance to swing. Now, mind you, he is going to get some life here. He's probably got the life linker as well. If he has the life linker, he's going to gain back 8, but there's not too much I can do about it. Yep, life linker. That's what I figured. Alright. What can I do? think I'm going to swing with these two. Which is, no, if I swing with this, I want to trigger my Timely Horde Mate, so that way I can get back like my Chief of the Edge. Alright, I'm going to swing with both of these. So he'll probably just take out the bear with his 5/5 and just bounce there. But I want to trigger the raid on my Timely Horde Mate, so it's worth it to me. Okay, he'll just take 2. That's fine as well. Timely Horde Bait to get back my Chief of the Edge. Yay, Chief of the Edge. Alright, so now we're just in an interesting position where my opponent has a 4/4 lifelinker, pair of 5/5s, a 3/3, and I have to just play defensive until I can find a way to remove his lifelinkers. If he swings with the lifelinker, I will just put basically everything in front of that thing to kill it. Okay. Well, that doesn't really do too much. These little reach guys are annoying. I'm gonna outlast this guy. Might as well. He's gonna outlast his guy, so that's unfortunately fine, I guess. Not too much I can really do about it. I mean, I guess I can just keep making this thing bigger each turn for now, because it's not like 100% needed to block. Outlast. This is a very big disowned ancestor. It is now a 5/8. And yet it still can't do crap against his Outlast guys, because he's going to have a pair of 6/6s. Oh boy. Oy vey. Alright, well, it's something I can play. An Unyielding Krumar. I've got a 4/3 that can get first strike now. Yay! What do you friggin' do? My 3/4 Vigilant Flyer can't do crap because reach. I can't really attack into that too easily. That's probably another Abzan guide, which is just unfortunate. Well, oh, now that is a card. Dragon Throne of Tarkir. Gets +X/+X, right? Suit up. Yeah. He's gonna remove my guy in response, isn't he? Lame. Alright. Well, that's lame. Not much I can do about it this time. Would have been awesome if I had gotten to pull it off, but I guess my opponent had the removal. Still, even if my opponent attacks right now, I mean, he could get through for some solid damage, but right at the serpent, you say. You drew another removal spell right off the top. Okay, I love it. Well, I can still make it so that thing can't deal me any damage, and I could trade with that if I wanted to. Or I get to take out one of them, because I give this guy first strike, which my opponent just realized. So now he's like, do I attack with that, or if I attack with both of those, blah, 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 blah. I'll take it, because it'll put me down to 20. Because honestly, seriously. Ah, another disowned ancestor. How's it going, bud? Just gonna suit that up there. Now I can basically make it so that way I can kill any one of his creatures without too much of a problem, because I can kill all the way through a 7/7. Although now he's got an 8/8. But maybe I'll finally draw, you know, like my Rite of the Serpent and kill his 8/8. Or, you know, I'll draw a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is going to be a long game. I guess it's one of those just buckle in moments. Buckle in, because things are going to get silly. A Savage Punch, you say? That is annoying, because you're drawing your removal, and I know I have this spell, I have this spell, I don't have this spell in my deck right now, but that'll come in. I have that in my sideboard, so I guess you just have more of your sideboard-based removal in right now already. Whatever. Well, 13, this is an 8/8, so that's 15, 19 damage if I don't block. Gross. So we'll just send him under the bus, I guess. Problem is that my opponent has hit a lot of removal against me, and I haven't been able to do much about it because I've drawn infinite lands, so I'm dead. Cool. Infinite lands. There's my actual... okay, there's my removal spells. Alright. Well, that didn't go anywhere near as good as it could have. What could I bring in? Well, this looks like a game where removal is going to just be good. Which, removal usually is good, but, I mean, like, it's going to be better than good. And hostilities could be very good against him. Debilitating Injury takes out earlier guys, but my main problem... I guess the Debilitating Injury is fine. I don't really need the Alpine Grizzly. So, let's see. If I also get rid of... what could I get rid of? I don't really want to get rid of any of this stuff. You know what? I'm going to just run a 41 card deck because screw it. I can. So, 41 card deck. Yay! Removal spell. Eventual removal spell. Team buff. No creatures. It's going to be a long game anyways, so I'm going to keep it. It might not do anything right now, but it's got my mana colors to fix everything. It's got eventual ways to win once I, you know, actually get stuff on the board. And it's got removal, so... Alright, so what have we got going on here? What are you up to? You're just waiting to see if you need to mulligan, apparently. You're seriously debating your hand. That means it's either... it might be right on the cusp, it might be something like my hand, where it doesn't do much right off the bat, but it could do stuff. She'll just have to see, apparently. Who knows? No, seriously, who knows? I don't know. Not me. Whatever. Well, it's not my timer going down, so I don't really care. So, with this hand... okay, there we go. So I'll lead out with a forest this time. I don't really think there was any... I guess I could have let out with one of these in case I drew Chief of the Edge. That would be the one thing that would require both of those out first. So I guess the forced was a misplay there now that I think about it. We'll see whether or not it comes back to bite me. And also we'll see whether or not my opponent actually decides to play this game or, you know, decides to wait and just, you know, do nothing. That's up to them. So, based on their deck in the previous time, they have enough stuff to make Seeker of the Way very unfortunate and hard for me to deal with on occasion. Because that thing, just gaining him life every single time there was enough to make me unable to really do too much. And then, I mean, he had the other life linker. I didn't see mine. There were a lot of things that could have gone better for me in that, and a lot of things that I guess could have gone worse. But I don't know what all's in my opponent's deck still, except that I know that he has an Abzan Charm, so Abzan Charm is something to keep an eye out for. So what all removal did we see? We saw Abzan Charm, Debilitating Injury, I think we saw a Throttle. I know we saw a Rite of the Serpent. We saw Smite the Monstrous, which I could have actually brought in. Probably should have, because it helps versus all the long outlast wars. That was probably a card I should bring. If I get to game 3, I will bring it in. Apparently my opponent's... I don't know what's up. Maybe they're double queuing. It's possible, I suppose. I mean, I really don't know. They're definitely taking their sweet time. Maybe their hand's so awesome that they feel that they can double queue without a problem, and that they'll just win by like turn 4 or 5, and I could just be dead. I suppose that's a possibility. I really don't know why you would want to double queue sealed. That's quite awkward. But, you know, okay, there we go. Yep, you gained love. Alright. I'll play a wait and pass. There's nothing else for me to do right now. Alright. 2-drop. What's your 2-drop? First strike guy, or a guy that gets first strike? Seeker of the Way. What's your 2-drop? Despise. Whiff. Whiff. Wow. Serious whiff from my opponent. And now, although I did just tell him by playing that land that I didn't draw a creature, but it's a tapped land, so I want to play it now versus later. Something that does something. Creature? Nope. Land? Okay. You know, I always wanted more lands, right? Oh my goodness. Yep. Smack, take 2. He plays that guy. I played Blossoming Sands because I do another tapped land. So I guess I can throttle something now if I need to. But I think my opponent's just going to play Beatdown right now because there's no reason not to just play Beatdown right now. And that's going to be a problem for me, especially that since I'm just drawing infinite lands. I kept on a 4-land opener and I have drawn nothing but land. Wow. 5 draws, all land. Holy heck. Alright, well I gotta throttle something, so let's throttle that. At which point my opponent can probably do like Feat of Resistance or something like that because he's probably got it. Yep, well, Absent Charm. Close enough. Yep, I'm probably just dead unless I draw into hostilities. Or, you know, I could draw something frigging huge like that and just play that and say, thanks for Absent Charming to deal with the one thing. Here, have fun. Let me guess, smite the monsters. Boom! Blown out. Okay, I'm dead. Yay! Good times. Wow, that was bad. Where's the heck happened to my deck? It's like, we're just gonna put all the lands on top. Holy hell. Okay, well, that was very, very awkwardly sad. And I guess I'll see you in the next round.